Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Kevin and Robin here with the new pack of the week. And we got a couple exciting, fun new things to share this week. I like what you came up with.
Thank you. I shed a couple tears this morning dropping my daughter off at her first day of grade 1. So by the end of tonight and after all the back to school shopping, I am ready for a cheap and cheerful 6-pack of wine.
I never thought of that. You're right though, there's probably a lot of sad parents out there today.
There is.
Probably a lot of happy parents out there today
really
too.
happy.
I'm in the happy camp. I'm like the grade 8, like that's my youngest now
Different.
because I'm old.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've had a good summer. They're ready to rock it back to school, I think. So
They are. She
yeah.
barely even looked back. She was gone.
Aw.
It's a good thing.
That's nice. That's always a teary one, grade 1 though. Grade 8, you don't care. Like, I'll be. You can be buying like the red wine. I'll be buying the bubbles today.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Tell us about your pack. What do you got?
All right. So, like I mentioned, we're looking at the cheap and cheerful early September. We've just spent a ton of money. Let's have
School
some
clothes,
really,
right?
yeah.
Oh, I'm broke. So keep this cheap. I am broke.
But everything we have is really, really crushable wine. We've got a lot of Spanish, a little Portuguese, and then a couple South Australian gems in there that are brand new to the shop.
All right. Why don't you start on the left
All right.
because these guys are new over here. So we'll
They
finish
are.
there.
All right. So we've got 1895. We've got a little Portuguese blend, the Beira. So it's a little more fruit forward, kind of like soft, easy drinking, perfect for just sipping on its own, as I'll be doing this evening.
Those guys are organic too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Nice little wines. If you haven't had that yet, the Carm wines are super popular, well
Yeah.
known. Beira is one of the ones that kind of sneaks under the radar, but really, really excellent wine. So don't miss that guy. It's a gem.
And then we move into a couple Spanish options. So a little Tempranillo from Despierta. This is just freshly back in stock as well. I know there's a ton of you that love this wine, and at $14 on the shelf price, you can't really beat it. That's a great one to have in your back pocket. Perfect if you're starting to, pull out the crock pot, do some stews, some little things. It's going to be a fun option to go for.
$13.95. I like
Right.
where you're going. Keep her up.
Same option as we move into a little bit of Grenache. I love Grenache, you know that. I love French Grenache. I love Spanish Grenache. I love it all. So straight across the board, that's going to be another one, like really fresh and vibrant, bright red cherry flavor profile to it.
And the price?
$13.95.
All right. You're rolling.
Keep them coming. Verde Ruby, we've talked about this guy before. Verdejo is always just a really enjoyable style of white wine that I enjoy. It's kind of got some similar qualities to Sauvignon Blanc, but like a little less grassy, a little less herbaceous,
Yeah.
a little bit softer on the acidity level. Just makes it really crushable.
It's like the summer wine that nobody knows that they all should know. I mean, it's a popular wine. I doubt many people know the grape variety in it, but Verdejo, remember that? It's something you want to know, especially for summertime.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got? A couple of new things from Australia.
Couple of new things. So these guys are brand new to the shop. Greedy Bird. They're kind of taking the play off of, the greedy bird is always looking for the ripest and best fruits, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
And we have a little Moscato, which is not something that we often talk a ton about.
Yeah, Moscato is like, we sold a lot of Moscato over the years, a lot of it from Piedmont, right? It's the grape variety they use to make sparkling wines, usually on 5.5% alcohol out of Piedmont in northern Italy. And it's a great summer wine, right? Still got a little summer left. Don't give up on summer yet.
There's some sunshine coming.
Yeah. What's the alcohol in this guy? It's like 5,
This guy's
8?
5 something. Yeah.
All right. So it's lower
sorry,
alcohol.
6.
6. There you go. So lower alcohol. I call it great breakfast wine. It's what we drink like Christmas morning. It's that really. I mean, most people probably know Moscato now. It's got that nice bright orange kind of character to it. Super fruity. Really delicious. It's such a fun wine. I mean, it's a great thing to just kind of crack open on a Sunday warm afternoon, right? And it's just like delicious.
Yeah.
Capital D. Really, really fun. And I like this new cab too. I just had a chance to try this for the first time. Really bright, really juicy fruit. It doesn't have a lot of tannin. It's not like a big heavy cab. It's kind of more medium bodied, but it's really like classic Cabernet. It's got that blackberry fruit, a little bit of spice, really round, super crushable. And both those guys are under $20, right?
Totally. So,
Awesome.
I mean, if you buy the 6-pack, it is online. We're talking $99 for 6 bottles of wine. Again,
Awesome.
you're not going to go wrong. And everything was picked because it is just meant to be like sipped on and enjoyed. Don't
Yeah.
overthink it. Just have some good wine in
Keep
your
it
pocket.
simple, right? You don't have to worry about right now. Kids going back to school. Wine should be easy. All
That's
right.
right.
So, I got something fun to talk about. Why don't you shift these over here and I'll
Let's
shift
do a
some
little
new stuff
shuffle.
in. We're gonna do stage set. Redo it here. So, we have got, unofficially, some new wines that I'm really, really crazy excited about. I
I just told you I love Grenache.
I know. Here you go, 3 new ones, and I got the corkscrew out because I can't wait to try this. To be honest, so we haven't had the white and this red before. So a single vineyard red and a really interesting white with a little bit of skin contact on it. So if you don't know these wines, this is the second shipment we've had in them. The staff have been crazy excited about it. But the Bernabaleva wines come from a really unique part of Spain, right? In fact, 10 years ago, I don't think anyone had even heard of this part of Spain, and now it's probably the most exciting and dynamic region that people are the most excited about. And Grenache is really king up here.
Totally. They're just outside of Madrid, and Bernabaleva actually means the bear's forest, because the forest itself has some Celtic history where they've got these like bear carvings in there, and the little girl that you see riding on top of the bear is to represent the hunt goddess.
Yeah, it's a really cool story. So their ancestor basically planted the Grenache up at these high altitude vineyards, really back then in the middle of nowhere. Back then it was a long way from Madrid. Now you can get there 3 hours, but in 1923 it was like a full day just to get up there. And there was no vineyards up there, so he was kind of like this like Renaissance free-thinking guy who just thought, 600 meters would be, a great place in the middle of this forest to plant Grenache on these granite soils. And turns out he was right. He didn't get to realize his dream though. But his grandchildren, great-grandchildren got to realize the dream for him. So it's a really cool, long story. But what you need to know is that they make some of the best Grenache in Spain. And if this was coming from France, from an area like Châteauneuf-du-Pape, you'd be paying a lot more money than this. Because this is in the 30s, right?
This is $33.95. And I think that's my favorite thing about the wines is that they're really approachable in their price points and so elegant and pretty. Like it's such a nice style of Grenache. It's not that overly heavy and extracted kind of version that you can sometimes get.
Not at all.
It's just really pretty.
These wines are classy. They're elegant. They're really refined. So the 2 whites, $25 and mid-30s on this guy?
Right at $29.95.
$30.
Again,
There you
like
go.
crazy good value. And
Really
these
unique
were
styles.
so good. This is the one that I had all summer long, and then this one just back in. So Albio and Macabeo are the 2 varietals. Macabeo being used in cava production most of the time.
Yeah, so these are grape varieties you're not going to see very often. Really old vineyards, especially this one. They do a light skin contact on that, gives it a little more weight, a little more fleshiness. This is the intro. I know, it's crazy. This is the intro to this. It's $24.95. Maybe the wine I probably drank the most of last year. I absolutely fell in love with this.
I think this is now my new favorite.
Oh,
That's so good.
And this guy, which I'm going to open, probably not running out of time, but I am going to open it. So if you're in here this weekend, this bottle will be open. This is the first time we actually got an allocation of their single vineyard wines. So this is the Arroyo de Tortales. So Tortales is the name of a little river that runs through there. This is 100% Grenache from 65-year-old vines, all grown on this crazy like granite soils. It's spectacular. You got to come down and give that a try. So we got the pack, and we got some exciting Spanish stuff that we just kind of decided last minute we were going to pop in there because we knew we were going to open them anyway.
Too
because
excited about
we couldn't really stop ourselves. So hey.
And thank you for doing that.
Yeah, we might as well share.
This is great.
Right? You're going to come down. We got the wine open. It's going to work out just great. So
better come soon because that's not going to last long.
Probably not. All right. We'll see you this weekend, or if you're smart, a little before the weekend.